we're here at Meriwether Lewis's gravesite. He was 35 years old. This is actually a cemetery. There's little headstones with first names on them. There aren't any dates, so I don't know how old it is. We'll probably look at that later. He was only 35 years old.
Died
mysteriously.
He was murdered
in his own home. We'll look at that a little more too.
Who was Meriwether Lewis?
He was a soldier in the United States Army.
And head expedition?
Yeah, he made maps.
Yeah, Lewis Clark expedition.
Yeah.
He mapped going west.
Going west.
Very interesting. I've read that whole biography about that. If you could ever read it, you need to.
But that's probably why they have such detail about the trace and where it's at and things like that, because he was such a good map maker.
Yeah, because right behind this monument, about right in there, is the old trace. There's a sign. We're actually going to go walk it. And then you look.
Oh, it's over there too.
Yep, you look over here. Let me zoom in.
Cabin. We'll walk over to the cabin. That cabin was his cabin.
Yeah.
It's 230 yards from this site. They actually dug him up. They actually dug him up to make sure that it was him before they built the monument, and then they built the monument.
Yeah, made sure it was him.
Yeah.
But
there's a place of the old trace there, and
shh.
So.
But some of these, this is the grave, the stone for the grave, and they're all down through here. But ever so many feet. A couple of them are same family last name. So, you know, back then, people would own property and they would bury them in their backyard. I mean, they had their family cemeteries, and I don't know what this was or is, but they said there's more information up there, but we drove by and it didn't look like there was. So this right here that I'm walking is the actual trace. This was the path they took from Natchez, Mississippi up to Nashville. This path. And we're gonna walk some of it.
So we've got a little bit more information. This is the house that Meriwether Lewis passed away in mysteriously. It's called the Grinder's House, or the Grinder's Stand. Houses that they had back then along the path, along the Natchez Trace, for people to stay in. They called them stands or inns. We showed you the Locust Inn, right? Mount Locust.
Mount Locust.
Early on. So this is another one of those. It's called the Grinder's Stand. It's not far from where he was buried, and the little tombstones, I'm sure we have a picture of those, were pioneers that were in this area. And if you look to the back of the stand, you can see the fence line back there. That is where the original old trace was.
Oh, go the right way here. We're right behind his house. Now it doesn't really say anywhere in here that he was an inn, does it?
This is called a Grinder's Stand.
But it doesn't say it was an inn like the other place was for travelers.
But a stand and an inn are the same thing.
Oh, you stand in the inn?
No.
Oh. All right, we're going to take your word on it.
A stand and an inn are the same thing. This monument tells us that he was traveling from to D.C. from the Louisiana Territory when he was mysteriously died, and they buried him back there. And then
in that cabin.
He died in that cabin.
And it was an inn. It was an inn. Stand in. Yeah, I don't know.
You didn't listen when she was teaching us at that first visitor center, did you?
So this is Meriwether Lewis Campground on the Natchez Trace. is the farthest north one. I believe it is at 385 mile marker. All three of the free campsites that's on the trace are paved. They all have pull through and back through. The last two have had water, which you can see right there. Right there. But I'm not sure about the first one. I never seen no water spigots there, so wasn't really looking for it. It was monsooning. We didn't do a lot of filming there, so there's 2 loops in this one, where when you come in, you either go to the right or you go to the left. But they all have picnic tables, fire rings, trash cans. Barking dogs are optional. Let me see if I can. I have to go up there, but if you look way up there, will it quit? That is a bathroom. One for the boys, one for the girls. Flush toilet, fresh running water. This is the site we are in. It is a pull through. They just kind of, they're not like your common pull throughs. It just kind of goes off of the side of the road and comes right back on. And then heads right back out. This is the main loop right here. There's 1 per site, but I have seen them put 2 and 3 on site and nobody's said anything. And then this is the back end over here. Some of these back ends are kind of short, some of them are kind of long, but there's tent campers and everything in these. They are really nice campgrounds for free. You do have to watch the trees. We haven't really had a problem in any of them, but like this one, we had this one tree and we just had to make sure we away from it before we put the slide out. None of them are level. Not, you might find one that's level. The ones we've been have been horrible, but they're free. We can level it. It just takes some doing.